Morning, YouTube. This video here is kind of like a little special request. It's an answer to a comment that was left on a video where I split the tractor to do the transmission repair. So this one goes out to Farmer Dave at Nelson Creek Farms out in Iowa. Check his YouTube channel out. He's a pretty cool guy. Anyway, to answer your question, Dave, yes sir, these are trailer jack stands. Each one is 7,000 pounds weight limit, and the center bar here is 2-inch square tubing that I picked up at a local welding supply place here in Henderson. Now the 2-inch square tubing is 3/16 of an inch thick. So it's what they make truck frames out of, so I think we're good. So anyway, the distance between them is 48 inches, and this will accommodate anything from a Farmall Cub to a Super MDTA. I promise, because I've already had the M on this thing and it works. So anyway, getting back to the jack. Now these two pieces here, I bought two 12-inch receiver tubes. And you can get them at Agri Supply, Tractor Supply, and Agri Supply is where the stands come from. I will put the model numbers in the video, and you can order them from Agri Supply. They'll ship them to you if you're not close to one. So anyway, these are two 12-inch receiver tubes. I cut them in half, and then I welded them to make an L shape. I slid them on the 2-inch square tubing and then welded the tubing to the outer shell of each jack stand. And I drilled holes. I used a factory hole to put pins here, and I'll explain that in a minute. But then I drilled holes and welded nuts to it here so you can lock them into place if you choose to. Now the hole here, this one is for the 140. Excuse me. I drilled a hole in the 2-inch square tubing. You can slide these in the receiver tube, and then you can put your pin back in it, and then they're locked in. So, worst case scenario, it shouldn't fall out, but always prepare for worst case scenario. So anyway, well, before I put this down, what this is just 2-inch square tubing, same thing that this is made out of, 3/16 inch thick, 1/2-inch plate, 6x8 is the measurements I got here. So that gives me a 6x6 square to make, or to drill the mounting holes where it bolts up to the side of the tractor. Now these holes line up with the factory mounting holes where IH would have used their stands for splitting tractors and putting clutches in and stuff like that. I looked online, you can't find them. The adapter brackets and stuff, their idea was really cool and looked like it was really simple. But I've seen something similar to this online, and I liked it, and so I built one. But I've got my plates drilled so I can bolt casters to them, so if I needed to move it, or it's going to take a long time for the repair depending on parts, I could put wheels on it, get it ready for the repair, and then slide it back out of the way. So it's pretty simple. But I have 3 sets of these made. I have 2 for the M. There's still 1 bolted to the M because I tried it out and make sure it would hold it, and I just never took it back off. And like I said, I've got 2 made for my 140, and I've also got right down here, these fit the Farmall Cub, and the holes, as you can see, are different. So, but anyway, that's it for the jack stand. It's pretty simple. You can weld it, or if you're not comfortable welding, there should be a welding shop somewhere near you, or you have a friend that welds. You can just make it, you know, cut everything, and just, like I said, it's easy. Don't want to ramble on with it. It's easy, just a little time, take your patience, just make sure everything is square. I don't have high dollar squares, I just use regular little metal speed squares that you can get from Ace Hardware, Lowe's, whatever. Just make sure you're square, tack it, you know, do opposite corner tacks before you start welding all the way around, because if you start welding all the way around before you've got it secure, it's going to draw and it will not be straight. So very important, remember that you tack opposite corners. Like you go here, here, and here, and here. That way you're not drawing it one way or the other. And it only takes a small tack. Don't try and put a big tack on it, because what you're going to do is make it draw again. If you've got a vise big enough that you can put both of these pieces in and then clamp them together, still make sure they're square, then that will help you with your welding when you tack them. And then once you get them tacked, then you can weld, you do this side and this side, and then this side and this side. So try and keep them from drawing. But that's pretty much it on the jack stand. And like I said, it's very versatile. And as my work grows, other models of tractors and stuff, I'll probably be building more. So, but like I said, the plates were made, just a band, a little band saw, porta band, whatever you have to work with, and a drill press. Just make your template from the mounting holes on the tractor, transfer it to your metal. That's it. It's just that simple. So anyway, I'm getting old. That's it for the jack stand. Dave, like I said, I'll put the numbers in the video, and so that way you can order you some. And like I said, it's easy. So, but like I said, I haven't been putting videos out, but I do have great news. Hopefully I'll be able to be putting more videos out. I'm back in the shop now. I chose to go back to work for myself. So Old Red Tractors is now a full-time shop. So if there's any questions that you have about what's going on or what I'm doing as far as a repair, if you have a question about a repair, I'll be glad to help you with it. Also too, since I no longer work for a company other than myself, I also do paint and body work. And that's a big thing if you're into restoring your tractor or your Cub Cadet lawnmower. If you have any questions about paint and body work, I'll be glad to answer them. I've been doing it for over 30 years. If I don't have the answer, I do have friends that can get you the answer, or I can get the answer and relay it to you. But paint and body work it's not that hard. The biggest thing about paint and body work is you have to stay clean. That's it. And you mix everything right, mix it by the directions on the can, and you'll be good. But it's going to take practice. Don't expect to turn out, a $25,000 paint job your first time. So, but like I said, I can show you some little things, and if you were interested in using spray guns instead of aerosol cans, I'm glad to help you and show you how I set everything up and how I do it. And I've actually got a project in the room over here that I'm doing for a guy here in town. It's a Goldwing trike, Honda Goldwing, I believe. Let me grab this. Please forgive the shop, it's dirty. I'm in the process of cleaning and making it where I can work full time in here, or have the room. So, but anyway, yep, there's my M. I've got another grill that I'm going to restore, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it or sell it, because this one on the tractor is still in pretty good shape, but I'm going to make a stand. So when you're working on these grills, you need 3 hands. So I'm going to build a little stand to mount that to, and I'll do a video on that. So, and I'll show you how to make it to where it's adjustable, to where you can do a grill on a 140 Super A, a B or M or H, whatever. I'll show you how to do that, and we'll weld one up here. But this is it. This is the little room I got to play in. And when this came to me last Friday, I picked this up. The fiberglass fender here was all busted out. So I repaired the fender, and with, of course with fiberglass. But what I did was, a little quick info on this. When you're doing fiberglass work, you have to sand it down and get everything that was busted here. I sanded everything down to get it close to being uniform. I clamped it together here to hold these two pieces tight and flush to give you back the straight edge. I ground it out a little bit so I can fill it with the fiberglass to give it the strength back. Then I skim coated it with Bondo, sanded all that down and got it smooth. And then I got 3 coats of epoxy primer on all of the pieces for the trike. And this is going to be painted like a blue pearl, which is really, really pretty. So anyway, but that's it. Like I said, I try and do a little bit of everything. It saves me money. So, but I'll show you this when it's done. And I've got a couple pictures to show you the repair of the busted fender here. So I'll include that in the video. Well, anyway, Dave, I hope that answered your question about the jack stand. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll be glad to answer them. Or if you'd rather see it in video form, I can do that too. And anyone else out there that watches and is subscribed to the channel or wishes to subscribe, thank you. And if there's anything I can help you guys with, just let me know. I'll be glad to do it. I enjoy passing on a little tidbits of information because a lot of people have given me little tidbits to help me get to where I am. And it's only right that I pass on what I know to help other people. So anyway, just remember, Red Tractors is full-time operation now. Y'all have a great day.